Okay, so I'm just going to add a couple more instruments to this. I'm going to go for synths. So just the same process for adding a virtual instrument, but I'm choosing Yuhi this time. And I've told you to install the Tyrrell N6 if you want to use the same one as me. This is what it sounds like. A free synth from Yuhi, one of my favorite synth makers. You can see I've got lots of Yuhi synths in that folder I just opened up a second ago. I particularly love this for a sci-fi TV thing because listen to how Blade Runner that sounds. Incredibly Blade Runner. Anyway, I'm just going to double the harmony and I'm going to use more or less this Juno Strings preset. It's a classic synth sound. But the only change I'm going to make to this preset is that I'm going to turn on the chorus. Just listen to what this does for the stereo field. Brilliant phasing between left and right channels there. So just sounds amazing and so sci-fi. Now, I don't want this to dominate. I've already got those lovely samples of the brass and the choir, and I've got the drum rhythm that you saw me add in the last video. So I'm going to record this on starting one bar after the orchestra. And I'm basically just doubling the same harmony. Give a bit of a futuristic sound to those orchestral sounds. But now I want to make sure that I've mixed that in. The effect that I'm actually going for here, just have a listen to this on its own. So perhaps a little bit Stranger Things at that point. The effect that I'm going for here is literally to sit underneath the orchestral sound. So you hear the orchestral sound, but if I took this out, you would notice that it's missing. Put it back in, you can immediately hear it. Even if I drop the volume, if I knock it out, you'll notice that it's gone. But when it's there, it really doesn't dominate. So I'm really pleased with that. It creates an excellent sound. Now I'm going to go and add one more synthesizer. I'm going to go and add, go to Map Title, and I'm going to add Helm. This is my equal favorite probably with Tyrrell. Just turn the Tyrrell off as far as MIDI goes. This is a horrible default sound. Very sorry. This is a horrible default sound that I'm certainly not going to use it. What I actually want to use is Helm's bass sound, or one of their many bass sounds. Have a play around with this synth sometime. The presets are amazing. I don't need to do anything to this. It's just a nice subby bass. Obviously, if I were spending longer on this, I would spend a lot more time fiddling around with the sound. But I know this is going to work. I've already experimented. And so all I'm going to do now is just record a nice low drone to give this. And again, I'm going for the same effect. I don't want you to really notice this subline. I don't want it to dominate the texture. What you can hear is still that brass sound and the choir sound. They're at the forefront of the texture. I'm actually dropping this bass level down as I record it. But I want it to have that effect where if it wasn't there, you would notice that it had been taken out. But it just underpins the whole texture. That subby end of the frequency range, see, doesn't have so much without it, maybe just that bass drum. Yeah, it's starting to get there. It's not completely finished. There's still quite a lot of work to do on here. I'm not really happy with the timing in the Bartok pizzicato, but I think it's a pretty good start.